On Monday, May 19, 2025, three of Israel's closest allies, the UK, Canada, and France, issued a stern threat to Israel and the renewed military offensive in Gaza or face concrete actions. But what do concrete actions even mean? Sanctions, diplomatic snubs, or just another strongly worded letter destined for the recycling bin? A joint statement released by the British government said the Israeli government's denial of essential humanitarian assistance to the civilian population is unacceptable and risks breaching international humanitarian law. It added that we oppose any attempt to expand settlements in the West Bank. We will not hesitate to take further action, including targeted sanctions. This latest diplomatic showdown comes after Israel launched a fresh offensive in Gaza, killing at least 60 Palestinians overnight. The humanitarian crisis has reached catastrophic levels, with Gaza's health ministry reporting over 53,475 deaths and 121,398 wounded since the war began. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu remains defiant, vowing to press on with the offensive and take control of the entire Gaza Strip. In response to the statement, Netanyahu said the leaders in London, Ottawa, and Paris are offering a huge price for the genocidal attack on Israel on October 7 while inviting more such atrocities. This isn't the first time Israel has faced international backlash. The October 7, 2023 Hamas-led attack that killed 1,139 Israelis and took over 200 hostages set off the current war. Since then, Israel has maintained a near-total blockade on Gaza, preventing food, fuel, and medical supplies from entering the besieged enclave. The UN has warned that Gaza is facing its worst humanitarian crisis in decades, but Benjamin Netanyahu's government insists that allowing aid would only strengthen Hamas. The UK, Canada, and France have framed their ultimatum as a moral stand against Israel's actions. The three Western leaders said in the joint statement, "We have always supported Israel's right to defend Israelis against terrorism, but this escalation is wholly disproportionate," adding that they would not stand by while Benjamin Netanyahu's government pursued these egregious actions. They have hinted at targeted sanctions and diplomatic consequences if Israel does not comply. But will they actually follow through? The three nations stated their support for efforts led by the United States, Qatar, and Egypt for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Hamas welcomed the joint statement as an important step in the right direction toward restoring the principles of international law. Meanwhile, Israel's far-right finance minister has lashed out, calling the threat moral hypocrisy, anti-Semitism, and one-sidedness. In other words, Israel is doubling down, and it's unlikely to back down just because its allies are wagging their fingers. So, what happens next? Will the UK, Canada, and France actually take meaningful actions? Please let us know your thoughts on this issue in the comments. My name is Nelson Kofi. This is the News Guard. Thank you for watching.